San Ramon Unified School District, SRVUSD, document requirements. All requirements are officially mandated by San Ramon Unified School District. Be a mentor must adhere to these requirements and cannot make any allowances. Documents are required for all volunteer drivers and coaches. Some documents are optional to upload, such as the LiveScan form for overnight volunteers. We will go over documents for drivers, coaches, and overnight volunteers. Note: all documents have different requirements which are subject to change. Please read instructions and supporting downloadable documents to determine what all should be shown. First, let's go over what file format your document should be in. Acceptable file formats to submit are PDF, JPEG, or Word document. Please submit full complete pages of documents. Second, all driver documents must be valid and current at all times. Any documents submitted in sections, pieces, unacceptable formats, are illegible, or are expired will be rejected. Documents for SRVUSD driver activities. All volunteer drivers must submit a copy of their valid California driver's license and current vehicle insurance declarations as part of their volunteer clearance process. Note: SRVUSD volunteer drivers must be 25 years or older. California driver's license. The California driver's license section will go over what type of licenses are acceptable, what to do if you are military, and what should be clearly shown on the driver's license copy. Why must you have a valid California driver's license? SRVUSD adheres to California state law. While you can drive in California with an out-of-state driver's license if you're just visiting, once you establish residency in the state, you'll need to apply for a California driver's license. New California residents must obtain a California driver's license within 10 days moving to the state. The only exempt from this is military, which we will go over in just a moment. Acceptable types of California driver's license are permanent, interim, and temporary paper licenses. Note: all of these types of license must display the official California state seal. Military with an out-of-state driver's license. Once again, the only drivers who do not have to obtain a California driver's license when moving to California are military and their spouses. If you're stationed in California and hold a driver's license from your home state, you may drive in California as long as your out-of-state license remains valid. Contact the DMV or equivalent agency in your state for extension or renewal procedure for the military personnel and their families. Military driver volunteers will need to provide a copy of their military ID and an official copy of their driver history report from their home state. The out-of-state driver report must have the state seal or stamp. Once Be a Mentor has obtained both of these documents, we will then fill out and mail the INF 1102 DMV form. When the DMV has received this form, it could take up to 2 to 4 weeks for the DMV to process. A copy of your California driver's license must have all of the following legibly shown: your driver's license number, your first and last name, and the expiration date. Insurance. For the insurance section, we will go over the minimum coverage required by SRVUSD and what all should be clearly shown on your insurance documents. SRVUSD minimum insurance coverage. SRVUSD requires a higher coverage than the state law minimum to be a volunteer driver. The minimum coverage for bodily injury is $100,000 per person and $300,000 per incident. The minimum property damage coverage is $25,000. If you have a combined or umbrella policy, then the combined coverage minimum is $425,000 total. Insurance declaration documents must contain all of the following information: the name of your insurance company, expiration of your current policy, your name as an insured driver, your coverage for bodily injury and property damage or combined liability coverage. If you have a company or corporate insurance, your name may be missing as an insured driver on the policy, in which case we will need a copy of an official letter or email from your insurance agent that states your policy number, name, and that you're either covered to drive either your personal vehicle under the company policy or that you are covered to drive a company vehicle for personal use. Note: if your policy is missing any of these items, then your document is not acceptable and you will be requested to submit the correct or missing documents. Common insurance document questions. What is an insurance declarations page? Insurance companies provide drivers with an updated declarations page at the beginning of each policy period that outlines their insurance coverage information. I can't find my current declarations page. What do I do? You can call your insurance company agent to request a copy of your declarations page or pages to be sent or emailed to you. What if my declarations policy says continuous till canceled? Is that acceptable? It is only acceptable if the insurance document is dated within the past year and a copy of your current proof of insurance card is submitted. Remember that both documents must be current and not expired. Do you accept declarations page combinations? Yes, we can accept a combination of pages, but only if both pages have the same policy number and expiration date. This can be a combination of the declaration pages or a declaration page and an insurance ID card. For example, it is acceptable if one page is missing the expiration date, but both pages have to have the same policy number and prepared on date at the bottom of the policy pages, as long as one of the pages also has a current expiration date. Documents for SRVUSD overnight volunteers. All overnight volunteers get fingerprinted for both FBI and DOJ as part of their volunteer clearance process. LiveScan form. Remember, uploading your completed LiveScan form is optional, but it is recommended in case of an FBI or DOJ delay notice. The LiveScan form is officially completed after you actually get fingerprinted. The LiveScan operator will fill out the bottom portion of your LiveScan form. This will then contain your ATI number or Automated Transaction Identifier. Documents for SRVUSD coach volunteers. Coach volunteers are required to submit the current tuberculosis test result as part of their volunteer clearance process. The TB test must have been performed in the last 4 years in order to be valid. Your TB test must include the following: name of the clinic, your first and last name, date it was read, test results, and physician name. If your TB skin test comes back positive, then you will need to provide either a clear chest x-ray or a note from your physician stating that you have undergone treatment and you are now clear of TB. Remember, if you're having any difficulty with the volunteer process, you could always contact Be a Mentor by either emailing us at help@beamentor.org or calling 510-342-7178. Thank you for watching, and please check out our other tutorial videos.